A major development as trial continues in the death of Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick. Today, the judge announced that the court found intentional discrimination through the jury strike process. The decision comes after the defense removed 11 of the 12 black people in the pool of 65 potential jurors. On Your Side's Kaylee Tracy explains how this could impact the next steps of the trial.
African American jurors made up 1/4 of the jury panel. But the actual jury that was selected has only one African American male on it.
The court chose a jury on the 12th day of jury selection, but not without controversy.
This court has found that there appears to be intentional discrimination in the panel.
It became clear that the defense team struck 11 of 12 black members of the jury pool Wednesday, leaving one black juror and 11 white jurors on the final panel.
Never before have we had a case where so many people have entered into the courtroom for jury selection already having an opinion about the guilt of the men charged.
Defense attorneys said they struck 13 white potential jurors for the same reason they struck black ones. They had a fixed opinion or strong bias about the case.
We are stuck between a rock and a hard place, given the fact that the majority of the African American jurors that came in here were struck for cause immediately because of their firm opinions.
The defense says they're sensitive to the topic of race and how much it's a part of this case.
And again, this case makes it difficult because race has been injected into this process, and we have a significant number of preemptories.
Despite his findings, the judge said he's not going to change the final jury makeup because of the limitations of the court on what he can do if the defense gives a legitimate, non-discriminatory, clear reason for striking those potential jurors.
It's like unreal. I mean, I just can't put it into words. I was very shocked that we only had one black African American man. I mean, it's devastating.
Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, and her attorney, Lee Merritt, say the ruling is frustrating. The judge will hear motions tomorrow and opening statements Friday. Kaylee Tracy, First Coast News, On Your Side.
Our legal analyst, LaFonda Middleton, joins us now. And LaFonda, we heard the judge say today that the court found what appears to be intentional discrimination in the juror strike process after 11 out of the 12 black jurors were struck from the potential juror pool. But then the judge denied the state's motion regarding the defense's strike. So why did he do that? And how do you explain what happened today?
That's right. So what the state did was they made a Batson challenge, is what we call it. Basically arguing that the defense struck jurors based on race and race alone. So at that point, once that challenge is made, then the judge is required to inquire of the attorneys and find out exactly why they struck those particular jurors. So he will inquire one by one and find out what their reasons were. And if he finds that they had race neutral reasons for striking those particular jurors, and he finds that those attorneys are sincere in the reasons that they gave, then he has no choice but to deny the motions, the state's motion to strike those jurors, or the state's motion to include those jurors and not allow the defense to strike them.
All right, LaFonda Middleton, thank you so much for your analysis, and we will be talking to you again throughout this trial. And coverage continues right now on firstcoastnews.com and the First Coast News app. Our team will continue to stream this entire trial from beginning to end.